Welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to discuss this fractal pyspark scenario based interview question and answer. So this problem I have taken from the Ankit Bansal's YouTube channel. So for SQL solution or SQL approach, you can look at his channel, but I would be solving this in pyspark. So here in this problem, we have been given two tables or two data frame, king data frame and the battle data frame. And we need to define this output uh, table where we have only three columns: reason, house, and number of wins. Let's try to understand what the problem statement is. Given a database about battles from the popular TV shows Game of Thrones, the database contains two tables, battle and king. So basically here in the database we have two tables, battle and the king. Battle and king over here. So for each reason, so from here the problem statement start basically. For each reason, find the house that has won maximum number of battles. Display the reason, house, and number of wins. So again, read it again. For each reason, for each keyword is involved, right? That means we need to do something at, or we can say that a group or aggregate or partition at reason level, right? Reason level. Find the house that has won the maximum number of battles. So if you see here, like the reason is coming from this table, the battle table, and the house is coming from the king data frame. So anyhow, we need to join these two tables. Got it? Anyhow, we need to join these two tables and aggregate. So like by reading at the problem statement, I can see we need to join the two table, right? And second is perform the aggregate to find count, right? We need this count column, right? The number of wins. So for each reason, for each house, we need to find the number of count, like not each house. So it's like for each reason, we need to find the house who has the number of wins. Got it? So this is basically the problem statement. So by looking at this, you can see that we need to find the maximum, right? For each and every, like for each reason, we can have more house, and for each house, we need to see like which house has got the maximum win. So can we say that we need to do the partition on reason and get the rank. So once we have the rank, then we can get the first, like the who has won the maximum number of matches or battle, who is the second one, right? So I think these three are the steps which we need to follow. First join, then aggregate, and then partition by the reason and get the rank. So uh, okay, so let's start with the solution basically. So let me enable this grid lines. Okay, so in order to start with the solution, like we should have in order to join these two tables, we should have one common column, right? How we can join these two uh, table. So if you see here in the battle, we have this outcome, attacker outcome. That is for this one, like attacker king versus defender king. So one like fought with two, right? These two guys had a match between them, and the winner is one, the king one, right? The attacker one outcome is there, right? Attacker outcome. So if he has won, then we have one, and if we lose, then we have zero. So can we generate here the column winner column, right? If we have the winner column, then we can, like once we have the king winner column, so these are what king, either it is attacker or defender. So we can have here the king or winner king. And once we have this column, then what we can do, we can join this column with this king number to get the house from there, right? So like ultimately after the join, we can have the house and house and a reason basically, right? Reason from this table and house from this table, right? So let's do that. So basically here, if you see, let me have some Okay, let me clear all these things. Okay, so let's start. So if you see here for this match, basically 1, 2, attacker outcome is 1. That means this guy has won. So we will have 1. And then here who won, basically here attacker outcome is 0. That means 3 lost the match. So we should have 4 over here. And then similarly here we have 1. So that is 1. Here 0, that is 6. So whenever it is 0, so like we would write the code like this for this column. So case when, so in SQL we write case when, right? But in pyspark how we write? We write when column. So when column this um, attacker outcome is 1, then take attacker king, and when it is 0, take defender king, right? So when attacker outcome is equal to 1, then okay, this should not be. Then take column attacker king, otherwise take defender king, right? So this is how we are generating this column. So we are done with till this point. So if you see here who won, like here we have 1, so it is attacker king, so we should have 1. Here it is 0, that means defender king, here we should have 1. Here it is 1, that is this one, and here it is 0, that is this one. So now we have this winner, and once we join this with this, we will get this house column, right? So at the end, we will have these two columns, like the house and reason. So once we have this, then we can simply apply the group by and do the partition to get the required output. So I hope the approach and everything is clear. I think I have a code also, right? So you can basically pause the video and try it by yourself. So let me go to the Databricks notebook and solve this problem. So here we have basically the create statement. I will provide the this piece of code in the description section. You can try it by yourself. So let me run this. Okay, so now you can see we have both the data frames over here. Then here we have imports. So we know that for a ranking, basically we need window. For selecting a column, we need call. For case when statement, we need when. And then for basically count, we need lit and count and rank. So these are the things which are we are needed. So we are importing over here. And this is basically the output, right? So we'll see. We should have four records with 2, 1, 1, 2, right? So let's start. So what we are doing initially, we wanted to generate this column, right? We wanted to generate this winner column. So how we can generate this? So what we are doing, we are saying name the column. So this we know, right? If you are following my YouTube channel for the Spice Park, so you might be knowing that for generating a column, we use this with column, right? So we are writing with battle winner, and we are saying case when like the attacker outcome. So whenever this column is 1, then take attacker king, otherwise defender king. So this is what we are saying. So it is 1, then take attacker king, otherwise defender king. And once this is done, we are selecting these two columns. So let me remove these things and we'll show you like why we are selecting these two columns only. Okay, so now if you see, we have battle winner, right? So let's verify this. So 141611133, right? So let's verify from here. 141611133, right? So we have got exact same output what we expected. So now by like if you see what we need in future basically to calculate our answer, uh, we basically need only okay, let me is this thing. Okay, so we need what reason we need for the calculation? We need battle winner. Like these three columns are not needed now, right? We don't need these columns because using these columns only we derive this, and we don't need the name and battle number also. So we are only left with these two columns, and that is what we are selecting over here. So if we select the requirement column, it makes us easy for us only in order to in terms of thinking and everything. So yes, let me select these two columns. So we here we have this. So what was the next step? So once we join the data, like once we generate this data, we had to join it, right? So let's join these two data frame. So what we are saying, battle winner DF. So this is the battle winner DF which we generated, and then we are joining with king data frame, right? On what? Battle winner with K number. So let me show you. So this column was getting generated with this K number, right? Here we have a record from 1 to 6, and here also we have 1 to 6. So basically these two columns can join basically, and we can get the house from here and reason from here. So let's do that. So we are doing the same thing. We are joining this, and default join is basically the inner join, and then we are selecting these two columns. So again the reason is same, so that it is easy for us to understand and everything, right? So that's why we are restricting the column to only the column which we are needed in the future. So we are getting this data, basically the reason and house, uh, where we have the wins. So now we should be good with the aggregation and getting our answer, right? So before that, before we do the aggregation, let's try to understand here only what we should get in the output basically. So if you see here, for the region north, for each region we had to find, right? Each region, if you remember. So for the north, how many records are there? The north, right? So here, if you see, we have this, and we have this. So for the north, we have three records, right? The first is house stock, house star. Here also we have the same, and the next is this one, house and Greyjoy. Greyjoy. Okay. So what we will do, like if we do the aggregate on the like the reason and house, then what we will get? For this one we will get 2, and for this one we will get 1. So it would be like this: the north, or house star 2 count, and for the north house gray, we will have 1, right? So we will get 2 record out of these 3 records, right? And then next step, what we will do, we will use the rank to get the ranking, right? We will like partition the data on this uh, reason name and get the ranking on the count. So basically, if you see here, and we want to give the rank 1 wherever we have the count highest. So we will sort the data on the descending order of this count. So this will get rank 1, this will get rank 2, and finally we will select only the record where we have the rank as 1, right? So this is what the approach is, and this is how we will get the output. So let's try to like basically see if we are getting this and in the answer or not. So the answer was this: the north house star 2, right? So this is what we expecting, and we are getting also over here. So let's see. So what we are doing over here, so we will have the battle winner DF, the above DF, right? The battle winner DF. What we are doing, we are grouping on the reason and house, and we are getting the count basically. So this will give the number of wins. So let me erase these things and run. Okay, now if you see, for each and every house and region combination, we are getting the number of win. So if you see here, this we had done the dry run, right? We are getting 2, and similarly for the north Greyjoy, we are getting 1, and similarly for the other. Now we have the this thing like the count for count of wins for each and every house for each region. Now after this, what was the next step is we wanted to find the rank. So what we are doing, we want to find the maximum winner house for each region. So that's why we are partitioning the data by region, and then we want to give the ordering based on the number of wins, and that too in the descending order, right? So this is what we are doing, and then we are selecting the record wherever the rank is 1, and then we are selecting the columns which we needed basically in the output, right? So let's run this. Okay, So now we got our the final answer. So if we cross verify 211 for the north, reach and riverland. So if you see here, cross check. So north, reach, riverland 211, right? And yes, I think we got our required output. So if you like this content, please do like, subscribe, share the channel. And if you're new to this channel, you can check out our other playlist. We have a lot of interview related content on SQL, PySpark, Pandas, TSA, and all those things. So you can check out that also. So let's meet in the next problem. Until then, bye.